Good morning, Belton High School. I'm Catherine Eager.
And I'm Mike Irvin.
And you're watching
Cutlass TV News.
The girls' swim team is diving their way into conference. With more on the story, Ike Irvin, Alexis Johnson, and Mile Rowland.
Girls swim has dived into the start of the new season. Here, freshman Clere Irvin tells more about dive.
It was something new, and I thought I'd be able to catch on to it easy because I tumbled in the past. My favorite part about dive is I like the girls on the team, and I like the coach too, so it just makes it fun. I feel pretty good about it because even though we're all new to it, we're all getting the hang of it pretty well. We've won both our meets so far.
Senior captain Mikaela Aurand explains the challenges of being the big fish and building the team's chemistry.
After these 4 years of high school swim, I feel really blessed with the opportunity to be a captain and lead the team. We've almost doubled in size this year, and so that's going to be a challenge in maybe bringing everyone together and creating that family environment, but I'm willing to accept that challenge, and I'm really excited to see what we can do. It's been going really well so far. We've seen lots of improvement, lots of time drops already, and lots of consideration times from relays, and it's very, very exciting. I believe I've progressed and accomplished quite a bit, not only with dropping times, but just growing as a person and learning what it means to push through and perseverance and being mentally tough, and then also just how to support other people and cheer them on.
Since we've got a new aquatic center, our swimmers have been ecstatic to use the facilities. Here's junior Khushi Patel sharing her experience.
I love the aquatic center. It is amazing, and I'm so glad that we have a diving team this year. Diving is very much different than swim, and so it's brought a lot of new experiences for me, but overall it has been a new challenge, and I just love it so much that I just love doing it every day. Diving and swim are very different. I did swim my freshman and sophomore year, and so I built a lot of endurance doing swim, but diving is more about the grace and technique that you have, and so it's been quite a challenge, but I'm willing to face that challenge, and my coach is helping me push through that, so it's very awesome. My goals for this season are to get at least 11 dives, if not more, and not only get 11 dives, but be able to improve on myself. Where was I at the beginning of the year, and where am I now? How have I changed? How have I improved? I really want to see a difference at the end of the year.
With Alexis Johnson, I'm Mike Irvin with Cutlass TV News. The girls' basketball team continues to dominate on the way to Lebanon. More on the story, Mary Rios and Gavin Coakley.
Senior Kaitlyn Zamora talks about her favorite part of the season, what she'll miss most about basketball when she graduates, and how the team is doing this season.
My favorite part about the season was getting to play with some of the underclassmen. The freshmen are really fun to play with because they're just inexperienced, and so it's fun to kind of help them learn the unwritten rules of basketball and being a part of the team. And it's really fun creating good energy on the court with my teammates. The thing I'll miss most about basketball when I graduate is just having a team and being a part of something great that kind of holds me accountable as a student and as a person. I think our team's doing pretty well. Our record's 8-3 so far. Should be 8-2, but it's fine. And we're just working really well together, I think, on and off the court, holding each other accountable and just creating really good energy on the court and encouraging each other.
Junior Kendall Lewis talks about the awards she's received and what she did to prepare for the season.
Some awards. I haven't really received a lot yet because they kind of come after season, but I got one in Florida for all tournament team, and then I got one for Children's Mercy, Athlete of the Week, but other than that, I haven't got any awards. To prepare for the season, I just went to off-season workouts.
Junior Kennedy Moss talks about the team's biggest improvement, the hardest thing about playing basketball, and her biggest strength in playing basketball.
I think our team chemistry has improved a lot since last year. I think the hardest thing about playing basketball will probably be the losses and how much work we put into trying not to lose. My biggest strength about playing basketball will probably be motivating the others, my teammates.
With Gavin Coakley, I'm Mary Rios for Cutlass TV News.
2019 graduates make their way back to campus to discuss their first year in college. With more on the story, Corey Birch, Brooke Truman, and Brady Stegner.
The annual alumni panel was hosted in the Performing Arts Center. This year featured 16 2019 graduates that attend local colleges. They gave advice they had for Belton High School upperclassmen planning for their future. Tyler Matthews is a freshman at the University of Missouri and is studying to be an engineer. He explains why he chose Mizzou, his advice for incoming students, and the growth he's had while being a Tiger.
It was mostly based on finances and stuff like that. So I looked at out-of-state schools, Colorado and stuff like that, but I realized that Mizzou out of all the schools is going to be the cheapest for me, and in the long run, the amount of money that I'm going to make, no matter what school I choose to go to, it's going to be about the same. So I might as well choose the cheapest school to pay for. I've definitely grown a lot individually. I know what it's like to kind of live on my own, go buy stuff on my own, have to get my own groceries, do my laundry, all that kind of stuff. Most of it is learning how to deal with freedom. It's a good thing, but it can be a bad thing too for a lot of people who are irresponsible with the time that they have. So you just have to learn to develop responsibility and accountability, and that will really help you grow as a person. Definitely work on their time management, get a schedule ready right away, like when your semester starts or whenever you start, because it's kind of hard to realize how much you need to do. And so putting it all down on a piece of paper and saying I need to do this every day at this time or whatever, it helps you get into a routine. It helps you build the habits, positive habits that you need to build for studying and all that stuff. And contrary to that, if you don't have the planning and stuff like that, you're kind of going to be just going all over the place, and you'll have tests at the last minute you weren't prepared for and stuff like that. So it's just really good to have very good time management, I guess.
Josie Cross is attending Truman State on a soccer scholarship and is studying exercise science. She describes the process of choosing her college and if she's happy with her choice. She also shares her tips for students preparing for their freshman year.
I chose my college by looking for a place I wanted to play soccer, and I knew Truman was a very well-respected school for my desire to go to med school. And so whenever the opportunity opened itself for me to play soccer, I knew that's where I wanted to be. I'm very glad, although it's hard and I do not have a lot of free time, I'm learning a lot. I say if you're preparing for college, you just need to be intentional about your studying habits now so that your experience is easier.
Julio Gracida is a freshman attending the University of Missouri, Kansas City, studying computer and electrical engineering. He shares how he decided on UMKC, how he grew as a person, and the difference between high school and college.
So choosing my college was definitely based off of finances and also my major. So when it comes to deciding where you want to go, you think about which one to major in. You want to go to a school that is accredited for that, because some schools don't have the correct certification to be able to teach that course. And if you go through it and then it's certified, that could be really detrimental. You couldn't get a job. And as well as being able to be affordable, that's a huge thing as well. And I definitely grew more to be able to withstand a greater workload, and also met a bunch of people that I'm now calling my closest friends. I've definitely become more responsible. In high school, everything is you kind of do whatever you want to do, in a sense where everything is a lot less pressure. If you were to fail a class, teachers get on you to help you. If you were to miss a school, they would call your parents. Everybody is more watched closely, so there's not really much pressure on you. But whenever you go to college, the professors don't really care if you show up. Everything is more on you, and that makes you push yourself to be more accountable for what it is that you do throughout your day.
For Brady Stegner, I'm Brooke Truman with Cutlass TV News.
Thanks for watching.
Tune in next week.
And as always,
Carpe diem.